Hey Aries, welcome to January. Happy New Year. I do hope that this finds you well. I'm really excited to get into your reading for this month. We are starting off with a really beautiful potential for prosperity or transformations and abundance. We do have your ruling planet going direct in the sign of Gemini on the 12th. Mars has been retrograde since the end of October, so this may have been a very challenging time, especially communicating or figuring out how to get your ideas out there or communicating something or expressing yourself in some way. It's been honestly a very frustrating energy, I think, for a lot of people. We do also have Mercury that went retrograde at the end of December and will be going direct in the sign of Capricorn on the 18th. And then finally, this is joined by Uranus going direct in the sign of Capricorn. So what this really all means is we are kind of starting off January on a bit of a slow start. It might be hard to really start new ventures or new projects, but we're more focused on tying up loose ends and resolving these patterns. And only as we are getting towards the end of this month will there be a lot more momentum to move forward. And that might even feel like this new year has just begun. Before we get too far into your reading, make sure you hit like, subscribe, and the bell notification so you can always stay up to date with what's in the cards and stars for you. For those of you who are ready for a more personal, in-depth look into 2023, you can actually get 30% off any astrology reading on my website using the code in the stars through January 14th. You can find all of my links in the description box down below, including my services, astrology blog, and social media accounts. So the cards I pulled for you, Aries, are really interesting because the first card I have here is the Wolf. And the Wolf often does strike this kind of inner conflict or this struggle to have one's own independence while also striking the needs of the group or the pack in this case. Are you a lone wolf or are you part of the pack? And those might be themes that are also coming up this month as well. You're kind of embodying this wolf energy. And I feel like you are going to be of service in some way. Some of you feel like you need to serve a larger community or serve your community. We do actually have the Three of Cups showing up as a past influence. So your friendships could be coming in quite loudly this month, especially as we do get more and more into Aquarius season, because this does represent social networks. It does represent communities and groups. So there could be something with groups that are coming up very strongly. And I think this is actually a beautiful thing because I feel like you are being supported by other people, or you are meeting like-minded people, and maybe even making connections with the Ace of Swords here. Maybe you're networking or coming up with new ideas with people you care about. And this feels really, really exciting. So I feel like there is this need to be social this month, even though we have these retrograde planets, even though it might feel challenging or difficult to communicate or express yourself to other people. I feel like it's actually really important to do that. And there might even be some conflict, kind of looking at this wolf card, seeing the fire in the background. There might be some heat or tension, but ultimately I feel like whatever is happening there, excuse me, little throat chakra stuff here. Whatever is happening here, it does feel like there is this coming together. What's interesting is I don't know if you're trusting yourself this month, Aries, because we do have the High Priestess in reverse with the Queen of Wands. Now, the Queen of Wands actually is one of your indicator cards. It is cardinal fire, which is really, really interesting. You are coming in very strongly, kind of central to this reading. The High Priestess in reverse, there could be things that are being kept secret or things that you need to take a closer look at or analyze more. Maybe this is showing up in group dynamics or like why you're in certain relationships or why you are doing certain things, but I really do feel like this doubt, it's almost in your head, Aries. I feel like you're afraid to make a decision, you're having a hard time making a decision, and ordinarily when we have Mercury retrograde in particular, a lot of people will talk about not wanting to make decisions during Mercury retrograde. I don't really think most people can live their life that way. And in fact, if there are issues that come up during Mercury retrograde, that's almost what needs to be resolved. That's kind of the review. Because when these planets are moving backwards, there's kind of this regression, there's this introspection and review of themes that have been going on in our life. And so if something breaks down or something needs to be replaced, it's not that you're not supposed to make a decision. It's that you really should be tying up those loose ends. You are resolving things that haven't been working. And again, I feel like that could be coming up in social dynamics for you as well. I feel like some of you are afraid to have a conversation, or maybe afraid to make a decision regarding other people. I'm going to clarify some of this in a moment, but rest assured, Aries, we do have the Ace of Pentacles in the future for you. We do have abundance. We do have new opportunities. Maybe this is a new job or a raise or maybe even a new home potentially, but I really do feel like this is more work and purpose related, especially since we have Venus and Pluto coming together in the sign of Capricorn right on the 1st of this month. This could really be bringing a lot of unexpected or powerful growth in your career. And then we have Venus entering into Aquarius the next day on the 2nd, and that really does feel like knowing the right people, networking, getting that support through other people. You could be going in on some sort of project or working on something collaboratively with other people, and maybe that's why there's kind of this uncertainty. Maybe it's not even you, maybe it's other people involved. There could be other people in this situation who aren't as on board as you are, perhaps. Or maybe not everyone is on board, even though there is this emotional harmony. But I really do feel like there is a new beginning. There is some prosperity coming in. And I think with the new moon in Aquarius, this is actually a very auspicious new moon for you on the 21st. And so I would really encourage you to manifest and to really get into the energy or headspace of what you are trying to create in your life. And really planting that, really grounding that in the now, and maybe making steps towards your goals. But I feel like you're doubting yourself. What's this doubt? What is this doubt about? I actually don't even feel like I need a card. I'm looking at the bottom of the Animal Spirit deck here, and we have the raccoon. I feel like you are coming into a brand new role, Aries, and this new role has the potential to bring more prosperity, abundance, or stability, or it's just something that feels like a promising new beginning with long-lasting potential. But with the raccoon, it's like you might be feeling stuck in a previous role. And the reason that I say that is because raccoons often hide in the shadows. They literally have that mask over their face. They're very talented. They're very, this personality can be very talented. You might have a specific skill set, especially involving your hands. But what I really see with this raccoon, there's this ingenuity. There's this new idea. But it's almost like you're afraid to shake things up. And maybe that's where this doubt is coming in. Are there any other messages? What else is going on this month? We have, Mars has been retrograde in the sign of Gemini for you for some time, and maybe this has brought up some sort of conflict or burnout, maybe involving siblings or people who are like your siblings. Maybe that's what this wolf pack energy is about. But I really do feel like it's ultimately brought you closer together, because really these retrogrades, while they may be uncomfortable, they do have a place, they do have a function. Yeah, there is kind of a lack of clarity here, which is interesting because you did have the Ace of Swords. Something once felt very clear, Aries, and I feel like you're doubting it this month. And sometimes I'm almost looking at this like Three of Cups, where it's like maybe there was a group of you who was talking about something, or maybe it wasn't even a group, maybe it was just you and another person, and it had the potential to involve other people, and you were really excited about creating something together, or working on something together, or building something. And it feels like something has since come up where you might be doubting that. But it's more like a reality check. It's more like managing your expectations or adjusting your expectations. I don't think it's like, I'm really not getting this energy of things being over or anything like that. It's more like there's just certain conversations that need to be had, and maybe people are avoiding these conversations. There might be a lack of boundaries. And I think part of that with the Two of Swords too, it's like, I feel like there's almost a struggle between like, is this my boundary, or is this just like what I think I need to do to fit in or work well with this group, to have synergy with this group. What else do we have for Aries? Any other messages? We have the Queen of Coins, again, making long-term plans, new solid foundations here. I really love to see this card. I do get the sense, again, there's something that you are creating. There is like a lot of stability here. You might be coming into a position of providing for other people or nurturing other people, because the Queen of Pentacles is the one who makes sure that everyone gets fed. She's the one that makes sure everything gets done. And I feel like you're kind of finding your people too. Especially with the new moon in Aquarius on the 21st. There could be a new beginning with like a group or community. Or maybe something online. That's too many. What else do we have? Any other messages? And I mean, with Uranus going direct in Taurus on the 22nd, this is also the same day that Venus and Saturn come together in Aquarius. That could be the day you are making a life-changing decision, or around that time. And it could be involving other people. It could be an opportunity that someone is trying to give you, or someone might be wanting to collaborate with you in some way. And it really does seem like the opportunity of a lifetime, in the sense that it's like very stable and bringing new abundance, and you might be having some sort of imposter syndrome. Yeah, I think that's kind of the term I've been looking for, the thing that's felt like it's been missing. There's imposter syndrome. It's almost like other people see you in a very good way, or you're being viewed in a very favorable way, and there might be part of you that wonders if that is merited, or if it's just them projecting something onto you, or placing you on some sort of pedestal. But I think you can accept it. I think it's safe to accept it. The Ace of Wands. I feel like you do have some sort of spark. You are bearing a torch for other people. And with the Ace, it might feel like you are just beginning something, or you have a lot to learn. It actually reminds me of the term, what is it? I think it's like the Dunner-Kruger effect. It's basically this phenomena where the more you know about something, the less you think you know about it. You might have some sort of expertise in something or natural talent, or just some sort of proclivity or interest, and you don't think you have a lot to offer, but I think you know more than 90% of people about this thing, or you have skills or wisdom or a knack for something. And I think there is some sort of recognition here. So do some self-worth work. I think that's something that might be important here as well. Is there any other messages for Aries? I think that's everything. I do hope that this was helpful, Aries. Be sure to hit like and subscribe. I will see you all in the next video. I'm wishing you a very happy start to this new year, and I'm sending all my love your way.